Hello, families and future third grade Wildcats. I'm so sorry we missed you the other night at our virtual open house, but I would love to share the information that I presented on August 13th. Before we begin, I want to give a special reminder that if you have not gotten a Chromebook yet for your child, there will be another pickup session on Monday, August 17th from 4 to 6 p.m. I want to take a moment to introduce myself. I know on the phone I got to tell you a little bit about myself, like how I recently just got married. So, my new name and what we will start with on Monday morning is Mrs. Gordon. I have taught for 7 years, and this will be my eighth. All but one has been in the third grade. My first year was in second grade, so I'm very familiar with what your child is coming to me with and what they've learned so far. Both this video and my infographic is on my Weddington Hills website, which I will help you navigate at the end of this video. If you could take a moment and look at my website or use this link right here to fill out the parent contact information form, I would greatly appreciate it. There are some important things that we want to go over tonight. We will first start out by going over how Weddington Hills will address the safety of your student while we are dealing with the pandemic and COVID-19. I will then review Cabarrus County Schools Plan C and how that will look on a day-to-day basis by going over our weekly schedule and the expectations. Next, we will go over where to find important forms that you typically get from Cabarrus County Schools and the Student Parent Handbook. I will go over our curriculum by showing you our Canvas page as well as your parent portal on my webpage. We will wrap up our session by doing a little interactive piece that will involve you and your student. During this interactive piece, there will be a post for you to add any questions that you may still have after this presentation. I will look at all of the questions and try to answer them as quickly as possible. So first, COVID-19. During these unprecedented times, it is our goal to create an environment that is safe for teaching and learning. Currently, we are operating under Plan C. Safety first. We will continue to follow the direction of the Cabarrus Health Alliance and the Cabarrus County Schools Board of Education in regards to format of instruction that we will utilize for students. We want to stress the importance of the 3 W's: wear, wait, and wash. So this is going to be the motto we will be following at our school. Please encourage these 3 W's at home with your children during this time so they will be aware of expectations they will have when we return to the school building. Please do your part to keep everyone healthy and follow the 3 W's. So what does Plan C look like? The Cabarrus County Board of Education has decided for schools to operate under Plan C, which includes your child to participate in school under a complete virtual setting. They will be reevaluating our setting every 2 weeks by looking at the pandemic data. We want to keep all students and staff safe throughout the school year. If you would like to read more about how the state has our learning plans, I have included the link on my webpage for the Lighting Our Way Forward document. At Weddington Hills, Monday through Thursday, your child will participate in synchronous live sessions. This means I will be teaching reading, math, science, and social studies live with them and be able to interact with them to answer and help them with their learning. I will be using part of our live learning to work with groups, and we will look at our schedule next to go over those details. Friday will be asynchronous and independent inquiry. So your child will be working on activities that may have a short video to go over the expectations of the activity and then have the ability to finish any tasks from the week that they may not have been able to finish. I want to highly encourage participation during the live sessions Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 12 because I want the best for your child and I want them to learn as much as possible this school year. I know last year may have been different and difficult, and I think having these live sessions will make everything easier and a great way for your child to learn in these circumstances. So if at all possible, it would be great to schedule doctor's appointments or any other valid reasons for later in the afternoon. But we do understand that at times you may not be available to avoid missing live synchronous sessions. So, for equity purposes, we are going to record these sessions and post them each day to Canvas by the end of the day. If you do not want your child to participate in a recorded lesson, you will need to complete an opt-out form on our school's webpage by August 20th. Attending live each day is always the preferred options as students will have the opportunity to engage face-to-face with me and their classmates. Here is our weekly schedule, so you can see the layout of synchronous learning versus asynchronous learning. Monday through Thursday, we will start off our day with a class meeting to support social emotional learning and to create our class community. Then we will jump into ELA by starting with a read aloud and then moving into our standards instruction. After ELA, we will be using a program called Letterland this year instead of Fundations. Letterland is a program that is research-based to support your child in the areas of phonics and foundational literacy skills. We will then move into our whole group math lesson and finish our morning live session with science or social studies. The next piece is super important because then I will be utilizing the rest of our synchronous learning time to meet with smaller groups of children to better reach their needs. To begin the year, I want to provide as much ease as possible, so I will be keeping the groups the same group and meeting at the same time. Later, when we get more data, I would like to group the students to best meet their needs, so their groups may change as well as their time. I can show you more of this in detail when we go to visit our Canvas page. After groups, the rest of the day will be asynchronous, meaning they will complete the tasks independently. I will have office hours Tuesday through Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. if they still need me. But in the afternoon, it is encouraged after your child takes a lunch break to work on iStation and iReady to enhance their individualized learning. iStation and iReady, however, will not start until August 25th. Encore is super excited to still meet with your children, so please encourage them to enroll in all of their classes. Each day is assigned an Encore class besides Friday. On Friday, your child can choose whichever class they would love to visit again or for that week. Then, to wrap up the day, independent reading time has been scheduled, just like we would assign 20 minutes of reading for homework. It is super important to encourage your child to stick to this schedule for structural purposes. Giving your child a structured schedule as well as a structured setting will best benefit their learning and will allow them to transition back to school when we do. Attendance will be taken each day and submitted by 9 a.m. For Monday through Thursday, if your child is not present in the live session by 9 a.m., your child will be considered absent, and the school will be sending out a Connect Ed letting you know that they are not present in the live Teams meeting. To verify your child's presence, they will be completing a daily attendance check-in form, which I will show you when we head over to our Canvas page. If your child logs in a little later, you will still get the call, but their absence will be changed to present within the next 3 days, and I will do my best to get that done sooner. For Friday's attendance, I will be checking to see if they completed the attendance form and/or logged into Canvas. If they have not logged on, they will be considered absent. If your child plans on being absent, please just send me an email, remind message, or Google Voice message to let me know, and I will take care of the absence recording. I know filling out forms can be overwhelming, but they are very important for me and for the school. Cabarrus County Schools has put all required forms in one place this year and need to be completed by August 21st. I will have the link on my webpage. You should have received a Connect Ed call on Wednesday about these forms. You can scan the QR code on the flyer, use the web link on the flyer, or visit the Weddington Hills homepage. So when you go to the Weddington Hills homepage, if you scroll down, you will see Parent Information and Student Code of Conduct Handbook. When you click on that link, you'll be taken to this page. When you click on this link right here, that will have you log in to the Cabarrus County Schools to help you fill out all of those required forms. Please do so before August 21st. If you click on this link right here, you will find the Parent-Student Handbook. This is also very important as we go into our new school year. Please go over this handbook with your child and note all of the new changes that format to meeting our COVID and pandemic changes. Before we go take a look at our Canvas course for this year, I wanted to mention the information that has been shared so far about testing with us. Last year, state testing was waived during remote instruction. We have not had any indication that state testing will be waived again this year. However, we have also not received any guidance on what testing would look like virtually. As Cabarrus County Schools receives additional information from the state, we will keep you informed. We will be learning all of our curriculum through the learning platform of Canvas. So on our Weddington Hills webpage, if you click right here on this Canvas button, it'll take you to a page where your child logs in. On their dashboard, they will see My Homeroom. This is where they will be going every day to find their assignments. So at the top of our page, you will have a blurb about me to learn a little bit more, as well as my email address. When you scroll down, I wanted to make this a little bit more kid-friendly. So just like I would do in my classroom with reminders, birthdays, and updates, I'm going to use my virtual classroom whiteboard to do the same. The very first button is the most important button, and I'm going to suggest that you right-click on it so it opens in a new tab. This is how attendance will be recorded. It is a morning check-in. On this form, your child will click on the drop-down menu, choose their name. Tell me how they're feeling today to help with their social emotional needs. Then the last thing is to tell me if they have found their work from yesterday or anything that may be going on in school and life that I should be aware of. I love learning all about your child. Make sure they click submit because that's how I record their attendance. Do not worry about having them go here Monday morning because I will show them everything they need to do. The first thing they need to do Monday morning is click on this Microsoft Teams button. They don't need an email address. They need to click this button and it'll take them to the Teams meeting exactly how you did for open house. On the other important buttons, you can click on here and learn more about me. You can click the daily schedule button and go back through that schedule that we've already gone through. Previous weeks is important because if your child is absent, they will be able to find their class work that they have missed. So we are in the month of August, and you click on this link, and if your child is out on Wednesday, all the assignments that happened on Wednesday will be linked right here that they can click and go back and work on. Also under the important buttons page is our special areas. So if you click on this button, it'll ask you to enroll in the course. But the next time you click on this button, if you go back, it'll take you to their whole website. And you can find all special area Canvas pages in that one course. But let's take a look at what Monday through Thursday will look like. So let's check out what Monday looks like. Every day you'll see the activities that we are going to be doing together from 8 to 10:10. It also has their independent practice to work on as I'm pulling small groups. I have my groups listed out here. So from 10:15 to 10:45, I'm going to meet with these certain students for the whole week. While I'm meeting with this first group, the other two groups could go ahead and get started on their independent work. When I move to the next group, then the other two would start on or keep working on their independent work. To join these groups, this first group is going to stay on the call that we originally started at 8:30, while the other two hang up. At 10:50, This group is going to have to go back to that Microsoft Teams button and click on it again. And the same thing would happen with this third group. At 12 o'clock, your child is encouraged to take a lunch break, but after that lunch break, we still want to provide some structure. So we have time built into our schedule for iStation reading and iReady math, special areas, and then that independent reading. iStation and iReady are not ready yet, so students, please do not go and access those apps. I will take care of that as soon as we are ready. Monday special is PE. So go ahead and go to that specials button and go find Ms. Barron's Canvas page. And then to wrap up the day, go find a really good book and a good spot and just enjoy a good book. Now, I'm not going to go through Tuesday through Thursday because they are very similar, just different activities and different independent tasks. But Friday is asynchronous and that looks a little bit different. So we've split the day into a must do and a may do. Remember, on Friday, you should be finishing up any work from the week that you did not complete. But then it is inquiry based, so go on Friday and do some virtual field trips. Go ahead and go to Clever and start your adventure with Prodigy. Pick your favorite special and then wrap up the day with that good book. And then you may do some other activities if you would like and have time. So that is our Canvas page. I want to remind you of my contact information and my office hours, which is located at the bottom. I also want to show you the parent portal. So from the Weddington Hills homepage, if you go to the third grade teachers, you will see my first and my maiden name. And if you click on that, it'll take you to my web page. So this is my little blurb about me, my welcome back video for the students, and over here you can find the parent portal. This is the place where you can find all important links like forms and handbooks, as well as resources like the slideshow I used for this presentation. All right, so the interactive piece can still happen. All you have to do is follow the directions over here by going to menti.com or scanning that QR code, typing in the code, and on the first slide, I would love for your student to add their name to our word cloud. I would love to post a picture of that in our virtual classroom. And then on slide 2 would be a place for you to add any questions that I may not have answered during this presentation. It is still open, so please go add your information. So to end this presentation, I would love to share my contact information with you. I am always on my email. I always have my phone, so I have my Remind. And I like to post a lot of information about our class, even though it's virtual, on Twitter. Even the school is very active on Twitter. So if you haven't followed us yet, go do so now. All right, I'm so glad you got all of this information. If you need anything else, please do not hesitate to contact me, but I can't wait for a fantastic year.